So on Tuesday, we talked about the black man who showed up in Arizona where President Obama was speaking, armed to the teeth. We all agreed that despite his actions being legal, it was still nuts. There are many things in life that are legal, but inappropriate if done in public. Don't ask me how I know this. But this leads me to MSNBC, where on Tuesday, Contessa Brewer filed a report about healthcare protesters showing up armed. In it, she used tape of that same black guy with the rifle and said this.
And the reason we're talking about this, a lot of talk here, Dylan, because people feel like, yes, there are Second Amendment rights for sure, but also there are questions about whether this has racial overtones. I mean, here you have a man of color in the presidency and white people showing up with guns strapped to their waists.
But like I said, the guy was black, but you never would have known because MSNBC had strategically edited the tape, so the race of the armed dude wasn't revealed. Now take a look at the tape we used of the guy from Tuesday. Now clearly you can see the man who goes by the name Chris and that he's African American. Now here's what MSNBC did.
Obama addressed the veterans of foreign wars in Phoenix.
Awesome. So why did MSNBC go way out of its way to obliterate the race of Chris? Because it didn't fit the story MSNBC wanted to tell. That if you disagree with Obama, you must be a white crazy person with guns, even if you're black. Look, there were millions of people angry at Bush, and the media never seemed to worry if their own vicious anti-Bush rhetoric would foment hate. Even more, I kind of resent that my opinion, enraged or not, can be dismissed as racism. Fact is, I've been against Obama's policies back when they were Hillary's, and even before that when they were Ted Kennedy's and Jimmy Carter's. Wrong-headedness knows no color, which is why my shorty robes only come in topaz. Hey, John,
yes?
Let me go to you first. Did you know, this whole story is blowing up on the interwebs as we speak. Do you think race plays a role in these town halls? And do you think MSNBC did the right thing by editing out the skin color of the guy holding the gun?
You know, they got it all wrong, Greg. It's a beautiful racial statement that in 2009, you can be an American of any color and a wackadoo mouth breather.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, you too can take an AR-15 to a town hall meeting afraid of liberals packing giant puppets.
It is true. Professor Hill, you disagree with Obama on some things, many things. Does that make you a white, gun-toting, crazy person?
No. First of all, I don't disagree with Obama much. I think he's more awesome than he does. So
really,
yeah, he's really awesome.
Oh, that's where the disagreement is.
He thinks he's awesome. I think he's really awesome. But I'm not convinced that guy wasn't white.
Really?
Yeah, that footage is doctored.
You think it is?
Black people don't do crazy gun stuff. We do all kinds of crimes, but we don't do crazy gun stuff. That's white people.
Well,
I would add that he's wearing khakis, Greg. I agree with you. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute, Professor Hill.
Prosecution rests.
I've seen a lot of cop dramas to know that there are gangs. I think they're called the Bloods and the Crips who have guns.
Yes, but they don't bring them out in public events. Black people don't carry illegal guns. We have guns. We keep them hidden. We keep them in the dashboard. We keep them in the trunk. We don't walk around and hold them for the media to see.
You're so gonna get pulled over on the way home.
Yeah, like that wasn't going to happen anyway. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious.
But it's not gonna be Bill dressed up as a cop like last time.
All right, that was the Indian. Yeah, no, it's totally cool. No, I'm just saying. I mean, when you look at all the snipers, all the serial killers, they're always white. There was that one DC sniper.
Yeah. He ruined it for
all black people, man. Seriously, but other than that, it's always a white guy. I'm not convinced.
Yeah. All right. Allison, should heads roll, or was this an honest mistake at MSNBC for editing it in this manner?
Well, they decapitated the person in the video, so I don't think it was an honest mistake. Usually you show the head of the person that you're talking about. But this is the problem with real life, is that people don't always follow the script that you've written in your head for them. Mm-hmm. And so at MSNBC, they had the script obviously already written. Angry white people are packing heat. So the black guy with the pistol, or the AR-15, didn't fit the script. So they had to decapitate him and edit him conveniently.
Well, Bill, MSNBC released a statement saying that she was just speaking generally, and she was talking generally about, I guess, white people, and I guess that meant that she wasn't aware that they were using a tape. Does that make it all right?
I don't know. I mean, first of all, the script that I've written in my head has you making out with me in the next segment. Second of all, they missed an opportunity for a much better story. This guy was a plant. He's under the guidance of this guy named Ernest Hancock, who is this hard hardcore militia separatist dude, and
white guy, right?
White guy.
You don't know that.
I know. I looked it up. He's totally white. Could not be whiter. And he wanted someone to sort of propagate the guns rights thing. It had absolutely nothing to do with healthcare, obviously. And the question that MSNBC should be asking is, why, out of all of his militia friends, did he pick a black guy? Now that I'm sure many people in his militia aren't African American.
Well, here I got to wrap it up. Here's the thing: we all agree that a guy taking guns to an event where the president at is a dumb idea, but also MSNBC doctoring tape to make it look like the black guy wasn't there, also bad.
Greg Along, MSNBC doesn't see color. Professor, you said you're not convinced this guy Chris is black, that black people don't do this kind of thing. That sounds like racial profiling to me.
Well, it's clothing racial. It's really the khaki thing is my big point. Black people don't wear khakis or Birkenstocks.
All right.
That was a dead giveaway.
That's how you know he's white.
A lot of white people don't wear khaki either.
Too many. Hello. Uh-oh.
So MSNBC's only official response to this is, quote, Contessa was speaking generally and not about that specific person with the automatic weapon. First of all, that response reminds me, it's sort of like Fred Willard in Spinal Tap, saying he's a big fan of theirs and then saying, I'm not speaking of yours personally, but of the whole genre of rock and roll. Second of all, an AR-15 isn't an automatic weapon.
What is it, Andy?
It's a semi-automatic weapon.
No, I stand corrected.
They could at least... No, it wasn't you. It's
slouch.
MSNBC that said that.
Really?
Yeah, they could at least get one fact right.
Mm-hmm.
Andy's an expert in semis.
And Andy's...
Well, he is. He was in the Army. I don't know what you guys are laughing at.
Leave his medical problems
He's an
out of
expert
this.
with semis.
Yep. I concur fully. Greg, you said there are many things in life that are legal but inappropriate if done in public. Don't ask me how I know this. How do you know this?
Let's just say I learned that there's some things you should be doing indoors,
Really?
not outdoors.
All right.
And crossing guards find it a little bit disturbing.
Okay. Professor Hill, thought question for you. If one were to show some video of an armed robbery and not show the faces of the criminals, and then had a discussion about the crime rate for young black men in America pegged to that video, but it turned out the criminals in the video were actually white, wouldn't that be a problem?
I think what you're saying might hurt my point, so I'm just going to smile and look pretty.
Fair enough.
But just by doing that, he won the point, Andy.
God, I respect you.